All right, good afternoon, everyone. From the Office of the Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center, our legal department, co-comrades, and PMS Solution Alive from Ikeja Allen Avenue branch, are presenting to you case of children custody reported by Salomon Joy Bogo against Mr. Elbo Benin Republic one Mr. Stephen Opeyemi Salomon. Please join us as we intervene for a peaceful resolution. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and Access to Justice TV and follow us on our Facebook page of Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center for other useful information. You can visit our website on www.socialdac.org.ng for visa information and application. Also visit our YouTube, subscribe to Access to Justice TV, follow on TikTok, Palace Gist and Center for Justice. Thank you. Okay, Mrs. Joy, let's hear from you. What is the issue? What are the details of your case and your request?
My name is Joyce Salome.
Okay,
We got married in a, I got married to my husband in 2010. I gave birth to my son in 2010. In 2013, we did our court marriage. So in 2016, October 23rd, my husband was sick and finally he died. But he didn't die in Nigeria, he died in Benin Republic. So after the death of my husband,
speak up.
before the death of my husband, we have a house which we live on. It was my husband that built the house, and a supermarket which was built by my husband to me. So in 2016, when he died, the family said they assigned Mr. Stephen Opeyemi to be looking after the children. My first son is age 12 now, while the girl should be age 10. So to cut the long story short, in 2021, I went out. Before I came back, Mr. Stephen Opeyemi have taken away my children without not my knowledge. I was not aware. He took away the children. And by ending of 2021, the house that we live, he sold the house. And the remaining thing, the business that my husband opened for me, which is the supermarket that is left, he want to sell. And my children, I've not seen my children ever since then. So I need Nigerians to help me. I need the human right to help me.
Were you having issue with your husband before he died, or how did he just die?
He was sick.
Were they accusing you?
Yes.
Hello? Yes, 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 yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
Yes, they were accusing me. Initially, they don't want me to marry my husband, including my family, because of the language barrier and all that. But my husband still go ahead, we still got married.
So after his death, what happened?
After his
How long
death,
was he sick?
he was sick. It was just a short period of time. It's from September to October, just a month interval sickness.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, so when he was sick in that October, we went to so many hospitals. Finally, they decided to take him to Cotonou, where he actually died on 23 of October 2016.
And before then, you had how many kids?
We have to.
Two kids. How old are the kids?
Then, when he died in 2016, then the boy was just 6 and the girl was 4. As of now, the girl is 10, while the boy is 12.
So as at the time he picked them, how old were they?
When he picked them up, the boy was 10. The boy was 10 going to 11 then, and the girl was 8 going to 9.
So how old are they now?
The girl is 10 while the boy is 12.
So they picked them last year.
Yes.
Where did you say you went to before you picked them?
I went out to visit a friend,
Night or daytime?
daytime.
Did you keep anybody with the kids when you were going?
Uh, he has this his let me say friend or family brother that came to stay with us that particular time.
Hmm.
So the children were with him, with the guy, but I never knew that they have a plan. So I just where I went to, I didn't spend up to like 2 or 3 hours there. But before I came back, they have already taken away the children.
Were the kids used to him? Was he staying there before?
The guy came around that during that August in 2020.
Hmm.
So he was spent time with the kid from that August. The children were taken away in January. So like few months.
So it's still how long now?
Yeah, it's a year plus now.
A year plus. Which
Mm.
effort have we made in that?
Initially I went to station when he newly take away the children. I went to station to report the case. He now told the police people that what he needed for the children, that he make a promise to their father that he's going to give them quality education. That is not as if he took away the children, that he want to enroll the children in the school, in a boarding house.
Which of the boarding house?
Initially he said he want to put them in boarding house in a Benin Republic, Cotonou. They want to enroll the children in West African International School. That is what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Initially he enrolled them in West African International School. Since he only paid for that very term
Mm-hmm.
for the children, after those term, he removed the children again from there. Ever since then, I've not seen them.
Have you been going there when
I
you were in
only
that
went there
school?
once.
Hmm?
Once.
After he enrolled them?
Yes.
You don't know their family house?
I know their family house.
I thought you and the man was married.
Yeah.
You know where the man comes from?
My husband.
Yes.
Yes.
In Cotonou there.
Yes.
Have you been there?
I've been there.
Since he took the kids?
Since he took the kid, I've not been there.
Why?
Those people are very diabolic. I'm being careful.
Hmm?
When my
I'm asking you a question. I'm expecting a response
when
from
my
you now. You're not
husband
giving.
died, so many things happened that it was the grace of God that I still survived. So going there, I became very scared.
Because the two numbers you gave here is not, the man is not reachable with these numbers. And moreover, the address you also gave, they've been there, they cannot find the man. This is the second time the DHL is dispatch went there and they can't find him. So how do we get the person? And which of the station did you
Akodo,
eh?
Akodo,
About this way?
Is at Lekki refinery. Before you get to refinery,
Yeah. And you cannot, do you call him at all?
it's been long I spoke to him.
Why?
Throughout this year, we will not talk. And I tried calling the junior brother. I tried calling the junior brother. That one too was not really picking my calls.
But the kids know you very well,
Of course.
that they have a mother
Yes.
before they took them.
Yes.
You are acquainted with them very well.
Yes.
There's no way they will not find you. Do you have their picture?
Yes. It's on my phone.
Let me see. Maybe probably you can show the picture and we'll find a way to get to the man and we'll still show the picture again so that if they go on social media, the kids go on social media, they will know. If you find it difficult in getting the man, because all the numbers you give, they are not going. Then his address also, they hardly, it's not there. They have been there several, they said the man is not there.
But he's the one in charge of, it's not a church, it's like they said it's like a musical instrument place. That is where they normally come and worship, do their church all the time, and that is where he stays. But I heard of recent that he have relocated away from there, but
So
the church is still
if you knew
going
that
on.
he has located, why are you giving the address? I mean, rates and
It's of
people they
recent I
dispatch
heard,
rent.
it's of recent, just like 2 days ago, that I've heard that he have relocated away from there, that he's now in Cotonou,
That is not equal to know.
Porto-Novo.
Except they get the right and praise. Then they can use interpret. Do you understand? But let's see the picture of the girl. Let me call them. Let them bring it. Hold on, don't worry. Uh, Bring her phone. Let her bring the pictures. Let's see. Maybe you were free with the man. That was why they have access to the case and take the case away from Nigeria. Show them here. Bring them close. Bring it close to this place. Take, it's not reflecting very well. So you have to bring that picture. What are their names? Hold it now. Did you think I need your face? Is it not the kids you are looking for? What are their names?
Chioma and Good News.
Eh?
Chioma and Good News.
Chioma who?
Chioma Salano. Good News Salano.
Who among them is good news?
The boy. And the girl is Chioma.
Do you have any other picture again? This is the only picture of your children you have.
There are two.
You will have to bring the pictures. You bring the pictures as up to like 10. We'll stream you again. You show all the pictures one after the other. Because you don't know the ones that them can use to recognize as them. You don't know the one that they may not know. You understand? Because now that you don't know where the man is, where he has taken them to, you don't know the stage of your child, the state of the kids. You don't know if they are alive or dead, but I believe by God grace they are alive. If it warrant, after showing the pictures, it warrants getting Interpol involved so that they have to go to Cotonou with you and to go and should be sure if the kids are alive. At least if they don't want to give them to you, you should have access, you should have communication with them. Let them know that their mom exists. If your father is late and you are alive, there should be a communication between you and your kids, pending when they will be of age. Because the arrangement was not proper at all. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been allowed. How did he cross them from border? Because did Nigeria really have border? Because they speak their their language at that point, that they do allow them to go. Did your kids understand other language apart from English?
No.
They don't.
But now, since they are here there for close year, they should do.
Hmm?
They don't understand any other language.
They don't do what?
They don't understand any language apart from English.
I'll do it. Do you see my message?
Apart from English.
Go and answer.
But I don't know if they can hear French now since they have been there for a while.
You said they are there just 1 year.
Yes.
So let me. Where did you come from?
From Haja, after Haja.
Let her be rebooked for Thursday.
Okay, ma'am.
So you come with those
Hello?
children picture. Come with the ones you snap
Hello?
with them, the one you and the father they snap, or the one they snap
Why
with
are
their
you
late
talking like
father.
this?
The
Somebody
one
send
they
money
them
to
they
you.
self snap, both in school.
I'll run because of your
Bring
money.
as many
Somebody
pictures you
send
can
your money
bring.
to
We know
you.
the one we use.
Sorry.
You understand? Yeah.
I will see. Somebody will send the money to you.
He has sold the house. And he has taken your shop.
No, it's just the shop that is left.
Somebody will
And
send
he's
the money
planning
to
to
you.
sell that one.
He's planning to sell the shop. It's unfortunate. I'm sorry about that. Excuse me. They'll give you, before you leave, they'll give you time when you'll be here on Thursday. So that we'll revisit the case with the picture of the kids and yourself and the family. Then full name, full, you drop your telephone number, this is you, this and that. Let nobody call you that will define your kids anywhere. Don't go anywhere. They are dropping the number for future reference, right? In case probably you go there with Interpol and eventually they move from that place. The family house, is it built by their family or rented apartments?
It's built by the family.
So definitely he should be there. Or you don't know where he's living there.
The man,
Uh,
you're not sure if he's in the family house.
but are the parents alive?
Their parents,
So who is
parents
living in
are
the
died.
family house?
Their mother is still there.
When that's it's
This
more than no
particular
parent.
person we are saying, the sorry ma, his step brother, but my own husband, the father and the mother is late. But the man, his mother is still alive.
The step brother is the one that came to pick your kids.
They are step brothers.
I hope they've not started abusing this little girl. You also you are not you not because you are not serious. You went out to see your friend. If the man come here now, we eventually hear a different story. That is one thing about some of your story. He went out.
Whether about that legitimate the proper it was just next of kin.
How did he even come to Nigeria to come and sell the property? Is there no next?
What
There was no will before my husband.
okay, the one is okay, and I just got called it
So you just the man just came to Nigeria and take the property and sell the man's property like that in Nigeria or in Cotonou.
The man stays in Nigeria. And he stays in Nigeria. He used to come. He normally comes when my husband is the only one. Him and my husband stays in Nigeria here. So when my husband died, the family make him to like take charge and look after the children. So he comes often to check the children.
Mm-hmm. So who gave him the property document before he sold it?
I was the one.
So you are aware that you want to sell it.
I was not aware.
So how did you give him the property document if you are not aware? What was your reason while you gave him the property?
The reason
Or
why
you started friending the man after your husband died?
when my husband died,
Yes.
they have this custom. My children were very young.
Mm-hmm.
They have this custom that if their husband, if a young lady husband died,
Mm.
that they have to choose somebody that will oversee the woman.
Mm.
And they gave me a condition that if I refuse to get married, if I refuse to accept him,
Mm.
that they will take away my children from me.
In Nigeria.
We went to Cotonou to bury the children, so to
Bury
bury
the
my
man.
husband. So
Mm.
we were there,
Mm.
and they said if I refuse to marry any of them, they will collect my children, and me too, I will be dead. My family refused me to marry this man, so none of my family went with me. I was just the only one.
Mm.
And the man is a pastor, so he was the one that told me that to be on a safe side,
Mm.
that let me just accept the proposal, but nothing was going to come up between us. But along the line, the story changed.
Mm-hmm.
So along the line, the story changed. He start picking interest in me. Initially, he claimed that he was a pastor, that nothing was going to happen between us. So when he started picking interest in me, and he said if I did not accept him, that my children might die, because already my son was almost like very sick then. So I now accepted. So when I now accepted, along the line, that is why when he now came up to become like he was a saint, it was like of a shock. So the fear of me losing everything, including my children, that is when everything happened. I never know he was a bad person.
You cannot say the man pretend now. You say their culture, say they will take care of you. You have to friend the man. That is what you see their culture said. So you started friending the man based on their culture. Not that the man pretend to you that I'm coming, I'm the saint, I'm not going to touch you. You're already aware
That is what the man said.
that
That nothing is not going to touch me. That is what he said.
that is what he said.
He just told me then that to agree with the family,
Mm.
that whatever the family said, that I should agree, but between me and him, that nothing is going to come up between the both of us.
Which part of Kutunu?
They are from Boycon.
Boycom. Then where are you from?
I'm from Delta.
Which part of Delta?
I'm from Kwale.
Kwale. So where was the property built?
It was in Lekki,
Lekki.
Lekki Free Trade Zone.
Because me, I know there are more to what you are saying, but I just don't want to stress myself and stress my brain and the cracking brain for nothing. Not to crack brain, I crack the brain to use it to make money, not to be cracking brain for unnecessary whatever. There is no way, and I know this man cannot just pick these kids. There is a storyline that attached to this man to just pick it. You cannot just go out. He said he went out, the man just pick it, and he just come to visit the kids. He now came and pick the kids. Do you know what I'm asking you? We can only help you based on truth. If there is no truth, there is no way we can help. Because you are going to confuse everybody, including yourself. You confuse this office. We don't have a straight story. We cannot get police involved because it's not going to be a local police. For you to get an Interpol police involved, you must say the truth. Even if you have made your mistake, even if something has happened, you have to open up and tell the truth so as to know which area we are to help you. Do you understand me? You're not talking to a duck here. Please let me off this. So what is the right the right what is it called? What happened exactly before he take the kids?
What happened is that
Yeah.
I was running the supermarket
Mm.
when my husband died. Already, the man have accepted to marry him. He stays in he stays in Abuja. I'm running the business in Nigeria. I was with my children. So along the line, I fall a victim. Some people came and duped me when I was running business, just like. So after the duping, that the person duping, that was 2020. So I was like, I just lose my
What did you
husband.
say?
So many things were on ground. So along the line, I was fed up of the business. I do not know what to do. And I feel, let me even call him. So I now call him and see, they have duped me. Oh. I'm tired of this business. I can no longer run it because
What
I'm
kind of
on
business?
supermarket. I'm almost going crazy. There was nothing in the supermarket. So he now came from Abuja, came to Lagos and say, okay, that he will help me. And I said, okay, how are you going to help? He said he will collect a loan from the bank and he will be the one to manage the business for me, but the business is him. But he will be the one to manage the business for me. And I said, okay, so far the business come up and just continue to open. So he went to the bank, he collected a loan in the bank. After we collected that loan in the bank, he moved down to our house in Lekki. That is where we moved down. We started running the business. That is when he employed the manager, the guy that took away the children. The guy that took away the children, which is the manager. That one stays in Abuja with him. So he called that one. So he called that one to come so he can be able to be the manager to manage the business. After collecting the loan of that he collected in the bank that we are managing the business, he could not, along the line, he could not manage the business. The business now start collapsing and he have not paid the bank people their money.
How much?
The money collected in the bank was 4 million naira. So the bank people started coming, threatening to come and take over the supermarket. And then there was nothing. So he ran to Badagry, which this is where he does his ministry. That is when we started, misunderstanding started, that we started quarreling. But that the same guy was still with us in the house. So it was along the line that him with the guy, when there was nothing in the supermarket, and him with the guy now planned. I went to church, and before I came back, that is when he took away the children. That is what happened. So I said, okay, I don't want so much issue because of so much problem has been on the ground. The supermarket have more advantage from the house, and he said he cannot pay for the money, that he does not have money to pay for what he collected from the bank.
You that is telling this story, do you understand yourself? Hmm? This story you are telling now, even you that is telling, do you understand yourself? I ask you, do you understand yourself?
No.
If you don't understand yourself, how do you expect me to understand you? But the story is not straight, and we can't do otherwise. We can only try our best to assist. But a situation where story is not straight, we can't do otherwise. You get me?
I'm only narrating the story the way it is.
The story you are
What
narrating is not straightforward now. That is what I'm saying. The story is not straight. The story is not straight. We will give you what is it called? We will give you another appointment where you are bringing the picture of those children. You will compose your story very well so that we'll be able to know which avenue can help you. Retrieve that one and give you some fast, and look for blessing.
So the natural children.
No, only the seventh. You understand me? Do you understand me? Yeah, go and compose your story very well. Compose it so that you can have confidence to tell exactly what you want to say. Except there are things you want to tell me off camera, then I'll feel it's something I want to say off camera. But your story is not aligning at all. It's just zigzag. And when story is zigzag, you can't take it, there's nothing. You can't take anything out of it. And we don't even have time to follow up true story, people true life story to give them justice. Then we are not going to stress ourselves again for story that is not straightforward. There's no time for such. Time is money. So you compose that your story very well. Even if it is area where you know you did wrong, you are the one that's at fault. Look forward for whatever reason, you have access to your case. You are the one that gave birth to them, right? So that is how it should be. When you were saying he was living in Abuja, and you are living in Lagos, you are doing business. Were you referring to your husband, or you are referring to this man?
Was this man? My husband has been there since 2016. The business was newly opened before the death of my husband. We opened the supermarket in 2015 and
You
my
and this
husband
man.
died. No, my husband, my late husband.
Mm.
I don't know, yeah.
It was a year ago.
And we have to go watch you. Àwọn yọ́lé alára àti ilé àgbà.
Mm.
Àkàkiri pẹ̀lú àwọn ìlú ìlú apá ọ̀lẹ́ èkó ojú.
Mhm.
Ìṣòro ya adáadáa ní pọ́ńlé ọ̀rọ̀ ikú olóòrùn sọ.
You had those children before your husband died.
Yes.
And I hope the man was not having anything to do with you when your husband was alive.
No.
For him to claim that the kids belong to him.
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Because if eventually probably maybe they gave to the man and the man said the kids belong to him, that is both of you that have the kids together, not his late brother. You understand? Or that you're just ready, probably maybe your husband cannot produce, or maybe when he was alive, both of you had something, and he suspected the pregnancy belonged to him. And after giving birth, he feel he can't give you the kids. The kids did not belong to the late stepbrother, they are for his. Do you understand me? We want to know exactly if the child are for him biologically, even if they are for him. If he's the one that owns the kids, not your late husband, you still have right to have access to those kids because you are the one that gave birth to them. You
Yeah.
get me?
They are my children.
I know there's a difference between they are your children or they are the man's children. Even if you give birth to those children for this man that holds having custody of the kids, they are still your children. If you give birth to the kids to another man, they are still your children. But what I'm trying to clear here is if the man is the one that owns the kids that you gave birth to, that is what I'm saying.
It's not the man.
He's not the man. Your affair with him was not when your husband was alive.
No.
Okay. And you were married to your late husband
Yes.
in court or traditional?
Traditional court.
Traditional court. And the brother came and sold the property after he died and everything. And you're the one that gave him the document. What was the story he tells you before he gave him the paper? Because I know you guys were friendly. What was the story? How did they convince you?
Before he sold the house,
Mm.
the agreement was that already have taken away the children. The agreement was that the house, the money was used to pay for the loan from the bank, and the remaining one should be used in getting property for the children. That is what he said he wanted to use the money for, and
How
I
much?
agreed to it.
How much did the man sold the property?
The property was sold for around 30 million.
30. How much did they give to you?
I was not given anything. I was given only 2 million to add to the business.
Which one you were not giving anything? You were only giving 2 million to add to them. First, your statement said you are not giving anything. Now you say you are only giving 2 million to add to the business. Is 2 million no money? This is two things. Either you come back with the truth, or you run without coming to say the truth.
I'm
But this
saying the
office
truth.
somebody sold the land. If you sold property, you just come and say for property, or what is it called, a loan of 4 million, and you now sold your late husband property with his stepbrother that you are friendly for the rate, for the amount of 30 million, and you now said he gave you just 2 million, and you collected it. 30 million out of 2 million, out of 30 million, you collected it.
But that is the truth I'm telling you.
Hmm.
It's the truth that I'm saying. Anisha, I don't, it's not as if I want to marry this man, but they say if I did not agree, I will die. Those people are very diabolic. I know what I'm saying.
If you no allow accept what?
If I did not accept him, that I will die. Those
You don't even understand what I'm saying. I've not, even in Nigeria, there are some Igbo tradition that Igbo land, abi, that have same tradition. It's not only in Kutulu. There are some people that have such tradition. I don't know if Yorubas have it, but I know there are some part of Igbo that have same tradition. The issue is this: yes, it's the tradition, and you are compelled to marry the brother or friend the brother for you to remain in the apartment or stay there. But eventually, you were now, you now sold the property of the kids. Is it that you did not tell, you never thought of your kids, or you don't know that the kids
I
exist
thought
before
about
you
it.
gave him the document to go and sell property of 30 million for 4 million? Somebody that is not in Nigeria and is not based here, how did you now have this agreement, or were you under a spell or what? Hmm?
I don't know.
So is the shop attached to the building?
No, the shop is different.
Eh?
The shop is different.
The shop is different. And it's your husband that set up the business for you. Okay, let's do this interview. We'll get back to it, but let's do this interview off camera. Patient Emmanuel, please. You guys should know I'm not even in a mood to laugh. I beg you guys should not make me laugh. So if there's any cause, invest to call confusion. Oh goodness. Ah. Eh? I'm telling you. My dear sister, you have been following us on Facebook, have you? You go and read comments, then you come back, because I'm not the only one. The same way I'm confused, our members are confused. I even see some messages from our lawyer there is confused. Our fans are confused. So if everybody is confused about the story, the only thing I would advise you to do is you go back home, compose the story very well. You might be saying the truth, but you are not composed. You are not coordinated. You might not be saying the truth, but the only way we can help you is just the truth. If it is the truth, if you want to put up a petition, the truth will come out. Because we don't want a situation where we put up a petition, stress ourselves, involve Interpol. At the end of the day, the man will come out and tell us a different story entirely that have nothing to do with what you are saying. Do you understand me? We are ready to help you if only we can know the true stand of the whole story, okay? So get yourself coordinated when you are bringing the picture. I believe we'll have a better explanation for what has ever transpired between you and the man, okay?
Lọ́dún kan bàdà mi ò lọ́wọ́ bàdà máa fi ìjà lọ́wọ́ kan àtàjọ́ ọ̀dọ́ kan náà mi lọ́wọ́. Ó ń bìjì à, lẹ́tọ́ jẹ́ òṣèlú lára àtọ̀.
Did your husband, you mean the husband, abi the
Wọ́n ní nù.
no, is it your husband's stepbrother that collected the loan, or your husband? Is it not your
It's
husband
my husband's stepbrother that collected the
Ó ń
loan.
bìjì à.
that collected the loan
Yes.
for both of you to establish business?
No, the business has been established.
He just collected the loan so that to boost it.
Yes,
Did you see the money?
he told me.
He told you,
Yes.
I need to take Lala and cane you. What are you talking as if you have brainwave? I'll take you to for psychiatrist. I'll take you to psychiatric hospital.
And I just used it.
As matured as you are, he told you that he got a loan 4 million. Then all of a sudden, you now went and sold your property, your husband property of 30 million to replace 4 million.
2 million.
And gave you 2 million and went away with your children. Madam, are you okay?
I said, no, Nigerian.
I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's normal. I don't think it's normal.
And I know that I cannot be on police.
Something is not right here. Something is not right here.
4 million naira
Oh my God.
compared to 30 million.
4 million for 30 million.
Okay, Joladuma, 2 million.
Then 2 million out of 30 million. When he gave you 2 million, what did he tell you?
He said I should add it to the business.
And what
That
happened
the
to the
remaining
remaining?
money that I want to use it to get property for the children
Where?
at Cotonou.
At Cotonou? Oh my goodness. You did not tell any member of your family. At least this person is not your husband, it's your brother, your husband's brother. You did not tell any member of your family and his stepbrother for that matter. Do you have his picture?
Yes.
You are coming, come with the picture. You are coming again, come with the picture. Go and bring, in fact, let them bring the picture. Let me see first.
It's on my phone.
Please come with her phone. And what killed your husband? What kind of sickness was husband sick? How did he die? What killed him?
It was this continuous headache. He was having headache.
Headache. Just like that. Because if you're friendly the man while your husband was alive, are you sure he's not the one that killed your
I
husband?
was not friendly him when my husband was alive.
But this sounds strange. Oh my God. Let me see the video. This old man. Put the picture here. Let's see. What kind of work was he doing in Nigeria?
He's into car dealing.
Car dealing where?
Cotonou versus Nigeria.
Where was he displaying his car in
He does
Nigeria?
not display. He's lazy, don't know how to work.
He's lazy. How do you mean?
He's very lazy, cannot work.
Yeah.
He's
So
to
you did this,
just
Eh?
eat. He don't have real business that he does.
You don't have any real business that he
Apart
does.
from the apart from the car dealing, he said he's a chaplain too.
Put the picture, not be your have we seen your picture face. Put the picture, touch the screen, let that thing. Or you remove the time lapse from it.
Yeah.
Take it back again. You go and print out this picture. You print the picture, bring the pictures of your kids that you are bringing should be printed out. Okay? Then and you don't know this phone's number, you don't know how long have you communicated. When did the phone ring last?
It's been long I called him.
After he gave you the 2 million, he
Yeah.
just left.
Yes, yes.
And that is the end.
Brother,
So how did you when he picked the keys, how did you arrest him? That police now ask him
Police
question.
people came. The children did not come, but he came.
How did police invite him?
They invited him.
How did they invite
You
him?
know, he stays in that my area. He normally comes and go. So he knows police people there. So they have his number. So they called him
Mm-hmm.
and he came. That was last year.
And he's no more there again.
Mm.
But the address you give to them is it not Badagry?
Yes.
Are you living in Badagry?
I don't live in Badagry.
You say you're living after Aja.
Yes.
And that is where the man is staying, the police
And
people
that
know
is
him.
where he stays.
So which address did you give to them to Badagry?
I didn't give police people any address.
No, the address you
And
provide.
that is where he live in Badagry.
And he's coming to meet you in Aja.
Yes.
But you say he lives in Aja, so police people know him.
He normally when he have not sold the house, he normally come to the house.
What you do, you go and print this picture out and come with it on Thursday with the kids picture. Let's see what you can do.
Okay.
Any member of your family in Lagos here? Eh? Who is the person?
My elder sister.
Your elder sister. Where is she staying?
She stays in the Anja side.
I want to see her on Thursday. Tell your elder sister I want to see her on Thursday. Yeah. Tell your elder sister you want to see her on Thursday. We're not holding any case against her, but I just want to see her.
I just go around. Talking about no little bit around Oguno. When you don't coach on other than don't coach on, they put head that city that don't coach on.
When you went for the burial of that your late husband, who told you that culture, that tradition that you should be sleeping with your late husband's stepbrother?
They say that is their tradition.
Who tell you? Is it the man or who?
No, not the man. It's when my husband was buried like today, like tomorrow. I was called in their hall and all their village people gathered. Me and my children were like sitting in the middle and they brought so many of their concussion. After so many, they say they are not transferring my husband's spirit. So many things were done. Many things that I cannot talk.
Transferring their husband's spirit to where?
To his own, to that my husband brother that transferring my husband name is Morris. He say they are transferring the spirit of Morris to Stephen body. So he will not take charge of everything. and there were so many things they were giving to me,
Like what?
like their concussion,
Mm.
and they took me to their shrine.
Mm.
And they say another man must not sleep with me apart from him. My husband has been dead for like 6 years now. Apart from him, no other man has ever touched me.
So when did you people started having stop sex?
That was last year.
Last year. Is the man not married
He's married.
with kids?
The first wife has children, but the second wife have no children yet from him.
So where are they? Where is the wife, first wife? Where is the second wife?
The wife, first wife, they are separated. That one live. That one stays in Ivory Coast, but the second wife stays in Abuja.
The second wife
Abuja stays
stays in
in
Abuja.
Abuja.
Where in Abuja?
Since that Gariki side.
You've been there.
Mm.
You have a picture.
Mm.
You don't have the second wife picture. Is the man not on WhatsApp?
My in-law
Mm.
is on WhatsApp.
Your in-law. Which one is your in-law?
The man,
Your husband is your present husband.
no, it's not my husband.
It's not your husband again. You mean you have not seen the wife before?
I've seen the wife.
How did you see him?
He said the wife, we talk once in a while. When the husband started doing all what he was doing, I called the wife. When I heard information that he wanted to sell off the supermarket, I called the wife to report the husband to him and tell the wife some of the things. That is he aware that the husband have sold my husband house. I told the wife said I should be praying, I should be patient. Then we talk to him.
Did that wife, did you born for this man?
No,
You did not have baby for him since 6 years. Now the husband died, abi? And the woman is aware that you're sleeping with the husband.
I don't know whether she's aware.
Was she
But
not
she
in the
knows,
burial?
no, she didn't come. But she knows that the family choose the husband to me.
She knows that the family choose the husband to you. If she know that the family choose the husband to you, why would she know that you both of you are sleeping?
No, my boys not arrange. So that proper to happen, my boy, put you.
You have the woman number, right?
Swallow my kidney, on the back one and
Mm-hmm. Bring yeah, let me have the office phone. So if the man died, who will take who will take you and the other wife?
okay, time.
Because the other one they are separated. So if this man eventually dies, who is the next brother in the family that will take you and his wife?
So the pain that alone.
Hmm?
Again, I'm loyal of that. I'm loyal to my lord, and my other alone.
Do you practice such thing in your place?
No.
So why did you tell your family?
I told my family when I came.
You told them.
My father is late, it's only my mother that is.
Did you call your family and they said they should transfer the man to you, that the man should be having an affair with you?
I told my family.
And they accept? Give me the woman number.
So look at region alone.
What religion are you? You can ask him. Ask.
So what religion are you?
So,
What religion?
I'm a
You
Christian.
practice. You're Muslim.
I'm a Christian.
Is it not against your religion?
It's against it.
So why did you accept it? Even the Nigerians too that we tell them it's against my religion, I cannot do it. All those things is just a stage thing. So eventually, what if the man dies? Now who will take you because you are trained now? Who will take the 3 wives now? You're not from Nigeria. So you tell them.
Give me the man's wife number now.
This is
070 37
Because you lost
76
the property.
18
It's not market. Your children.
97.
What is her name?
Esther Ofumilayo.
To copy this tune,
press 1.
Is this woman not on WhatsApp?
To copy this tune, press 1.
And the picture is not on her gate.
It's her husband that she used for WhatsApp.
The wife of the what might be watching. You will send the woman. Next, yeah. We need the presence in our office. One. We also need the presence of the phone. We are told that the keys are with her in Abuja.
Yes.
We need the keys of this woman in our office. Her presence is needed, and we need her husband in our office on Thursday. Do you take alcohol? Do you smoke? You don't smoke. Have you ever smoked and you left it? Have you ever drank alcohol and you decided not to take again? You've not drink any alcohol since you were born? I know you will tell me no, but after some time, another truth will come out.
I
I
don't
know you
take
sick.
alcohol.
Eh?
I don't take alcohol.
You don't take alcohol. Also,
Sorry, when your husband was alive, he did tell about their tradition. That if she dies, the brother is going to marry.
He didn't tell me, but he told me that their people are very wicked.
hmm?
He didn't tell me, but he told me that their people are very wicked.
So are you sure that's their tradition?
So,
That they ask you to marry the husband's brother.
no, he didn't tell me that.
So you have told your plan them, told them as a dead ever. Your husband, when he was alive, never told you about the tradition, and you're not doing it.
Call your sister on phone.
I can't make call with this with my small phone.
Hmm?
I can only make call with my small phone. I can also call my mom. My mom is away.
Your mom is around. Bring that small phone, the other phone. You see me, I don't know.
Man, there.
Hmm?
Like, we just learn my wife will just start with my factor or hire ourselves. Because one of them already there now. I'm going Nigeria. Aquí en Nigeria, aquí por el aquí wakole ajira, kole ajira. Ulo ne dunu arune, ulo che dunu.
Since you have elder sister.
One man, one day already.
Is it the MTN net ringing to? So any number you call will be ringing this. Are you still doing the business?
Yes.
The business is moving now.
I'm managing it.
She not picking. Well, just say I want to say on Thursday. Then you come. That is already best. So anyhow you want to. Gift. So what do you really want now?
I want my children back. And for him not to be able to sell off.
Can you speak up?
I want my children back. And for him not to sell the remaining property that is left for the children.
What is the remaining property?
The supermarket.
The supermarket. Eh? Where is the paper? Is it with the man?
Yes.
You gave the man the supermarket, the paper of the house, of the supermarket. How many apartments is the supermarket? Is it just a shop?
Just a big shop, and there is space on the land.
So why did you give that one to him also? You don't know.
The man was behaving as if he's a good person before. When my husband died, that is when we got the supermarket. The agreement was not done when we have the supermarket. So when my husband died, since for money then not to come and collect the land, because when they heard my husband is dead, money they are very ticklish. So I have to tell him that we should go and do agreements, and I gave him the receipt and he didn't give me back.
You gave him the receipt.
Yes.
Hmm? So how long now for the past 1 year now you have not seen him? And nobody have come there to say
They say they want to sell. Somebody came and tell me last month
that
is it true that we want to sell this place, and my in-law said that we want to sell off the supermarket, and I told the person that we are not selling.
how much did they buy the land?
Then was around 2.5.
So now how much is it
like-
worth?
Now that place is worth like 30 million or more.
You just have to I want to see your sister. If you are not normal, I want to know if it's your nature. If I see your sister, I will know if you are not normal, or because you are hiding things, that is why you are behaving like this, or this is the nature between you and your sister, or the family, or the man has tied you with another means. I have my reason why I want to see your sister. Do you hear me? They are sending invitation letter to the wife, and to ensure, one, if they cannot get in, they will arrest the wife and all that. So but I want to see your sister.
No,
I want to know the truth of what is going on between you and her.
so I will not be able to say it. understand that thing.
Yeah.
And that's what put time in court.
Yeah.
What about
That's the reason. She that is behaving like this, you cannot until you see the sister to know whether some people, if they don't want, if there are some things they don't want to talk, they will be they will become reserved, they become reserved. So if you're asking them, they'll behave as if you are mumush. But because they don't want to answer so many questions, there are certain things they don't want to release. They can behave the way she's behaving. Some can be under a spell. A man can tie her spirit, tie everything. Once he talk about her, he will be doing as if she mention something, she will die in a moment. They can behave like this. Then some family can be like this, that if you're asking them, they will get confused. I want to see your sister. Do you understand me? So that we will know how to, first of all, secure the one that you have not sold. Then we enter how they return your children back to you. Do you get me? I want to know, probably if you see your sister, if it's how you have been behaving before, or since you went to the burial, they give you all the concoction you drink, you don't know yourself again, but at least you find your way to this office, nobody led you here, so you are still normal. So tell your sister, I want to see her on Thursday. You come with the picture of the man, picture of your kids and your elder sister. I want to see you by 11 o'clock.
okay, yeah, fine. If you're not fast enough, you will say that one. Then you will lose everything.
Do you understand me?
Then the first thing first, when you even get one, it is not for sale. You hear? Go and write on that property. It is not for sale. You are 419 and put your number. It is not for sale.
You book her for the visit on Thursday.
Thursday, 1st of
Yes,
September.
by 11. Yeah.
Ma, I think the number that you tried called back.
Why didn't you pick it and bring it?
We picked, but we're trying to send the invitation letter across.
Bring it now.
Okay.
Return the call and close it down.
Okay.
Oh, you feel. Now, what number will be?
Or did they tell you if you say something you will die? Is there some secret that they don't want you to say, that and they tell you if you say it you will die? Or you are missing the man?
No.
No. How old are you?
I'm 40.
You're 40. Then behave like your age.
There was a time I tried carrying this process. I almost died.
How?
I tried getting a lawyer and getting loose. So then the house have not been sold. The next day I saw like calabash, so many concoction in the house. I became very sick.
He's the man that is manipulating you. Go and sit down. When you are sleeping with somebody that I don't even know, he can manipulate so many things. Not to lick calabash or concussion. Only if they drink concussion. Concussion people drink even before they bonus. All right, we will be back on this case on Thursday by 11 o'clock, and you can see which area we can be of help. One, to secure the one that they have not sold, and secondly, to look how we can reconcile her with our kids. Secondly, please, I'm still going to address this on YouTube properly. Please note, for those of you that are calling or sending messages as regard to Israel visa, Israel application have been closed for now. So please don't fall victim of any agent asking you come and deposit or come and apply for Israeli visa. The application have been closed from Friday. So if you contact me or you call before or you send a message as regard to that, that is the brief information. But you can go to our YouTube channel access to Justice TV, followed on the TikTok Center for Justice and Apologies. I'll give full details there. Okay, thank you. And as regard to other visa application.